Hello crafters, in tonight's video we're going to be making his simple Halloween card using the Spooky Halloween photopolymer stamp set. For the background paper we're going to be using the Floral Garden foils and the Spooky Garden Designer Series paper. Hi, I'm Joan and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I created this video for Joan's Simple Papercrafts found right here on YouTube. If you're new here, I want to thank you for stopping by. If you're a returning guest, welcome back. Be sure to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below. That way you won't miss when I post a video, which is typically once a week. Now, give me a few seconds to turn the camera down and we'll get started. Here's the card we're going to be making today. We use the Spooky Halloween stamp set for this card. We use the No Trick or Treats, and then we use the Happy Halloween on the inside. And then we also used the stamp that had the bats in it. And then we didn't use any of the dies. What I found easy about this card was the Designer Series paper. Here's the Designer Series paper. It's the Spooky Halloween Designer Series paper. And this is all the cutouts, and we're going to use the angels. And let me just pop this one out right now. We'll pop this guy out. And we'll pop one of the bats out. And actually I think I have a bat that's popped out from earlier, so we won't do that. And then this is the scenes, and you can cut these out, and we're going to cut this one out. So we'll hang on to that paper. And this is one of the Designer Series paper. And these are tags, so that makes it really easy to do tags. Here's some more scary creatures. And I think this is the last one. So very good. And what I liked next was that I also have, for the background paper, we're going to be using the Floral Garden foils. And this is what we use, this one right here. And then this one. And I used the metallic for the back paper. We're going to start with our 5.5 inch by 8.5 cardstock, and this is the basic gray. And then I did score it at 4.25 inches, and that would be 14 centimeters by 21.6 centimeters by 10.8 centimeters. Let me just get my trimmer out here so I can show you how we do that. I cut it at 4.25 right, or score it at 4.25, and then we just use our scoring blade, this one right here. So it comes with two blades. This one's the scoring blade, and this one's the trimming blade. Now I put on a third blade, and as you can see, I wrote glitter on there. I have it upside down, but I wrote glitter on there. And that's what I used to cut the foil, this paper here. And this was cut at 5.5 inches by 4.25 inches, or 14 centimeters by 10.8 centimeters. And then we just glue this right on the back of here. And I'm going to use my glue gun that I got from my Sweet Petunia. This is not a Stampin' Up! Product, but it helps me to use my glue a lot easier. I can't squeeze very hard without it hurting, so that helps ease that up. This is cut at the same size of the front of the card. I just put glue on there and put it right inside here. And just match it up at the top and the sides and the bottom. And it looks great. Just a little bit overage there and there, but that's fine. That'll fit inside the envelope, so we don't have to worry about that. The next we need is our frame, and we're going to cut this out. I'm going to cut it this way. We want to cut this at 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches. And I'm going to center that. So I am going to just cut it along this line, and then we'll trim it down to the right size. And then we'll do the same thing right here. Then we need to cut this down. So right now it's 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. So I'm going to cut 1/8 off the bottom because I want it to stay centered, and then 1/8 off the top, and 1/8 off each side. And we're just going to glue this onto our cardstock. We've got some basic black already trimmed up at 5 1/8 inches by 3 7/8 inches, or 13 centimeters by 9.8 centimeters. And I cut 2 of these because we need one on the inside of the card and one on the outside. And so we're going to just glue that up, and let's see. I love the back side of this paper. One thing about our designer series paper, it has 2 sides to it that you can use throughout your design. And I often like both sides, so sometimes I double up on my orders for the designer series papers so that I can make sure I've got enough of the back side. Alright, and I'm just going to use my bone folder to get that down there. I put it in the center of the cardstock. That'll leave 1/16 of an inch for a border on all 4 sides. And now we can glue this onto our card. And that's going to leave about 1/4 of an inch for a border on all 4 sides. Now if you want to, you could raise this up by putting dimensionals underneath it, but I chose not to. I am going to do dimensionals when I put the angel on here. And here's our angel, and we're going to just put dimensionals behind her. I'm going to use the mini dimensionals, and I could cut them in half, but I decided to just use a full size and just go all the way around. I like to overdo the dimensionals because I don't want it to go wonky when it goes through the rollers at the post office. So the more dimensionals on, the more stable it'll be. Okay, and then we'll just pull these packings off there with our take your pick tool. There we go, and we're going to put her right there. And I forgot, I wanted to stamp this before we assembled it, but we can still stamp it. I'm going to use our Memento ink in the Tuxedo Black. And I'm just moving it around the ink pad to get it all done up without having it taking ink all just from one spot. There we go. And then we'll take our Stampin' Scrub, and I'm going to put some spray on there because I haven't used this yet today. I don't You get a whole lot. And then you just scrub it. And there we go. I'm going to leave that open because we're going to do the inside of the card next. And we're going to stamp this right here. And we'll use our pumpkin pie. And I'm just doing multiple places so we're not taking the ink off from one spot. And I'm going to wipe this down because I got the tail down here. And I definitely don't want to mark up the rest of the white of the card. Okay. We're done with this. I'm going to close this up. And then we're going to take our Memento ink again. Just put them right up the corner there. Perfect. Alright, and I'm going to close this up. Don't want to get it all over anything, so we'll do that. And then we can use our stamp and scrub again. And then we'll put glue on the back side of this, put it on our basic black, and that basic black is that second piece of cardstock cut at 5 1/8 inches by 4 1/4 inches, about 14 centimeters by 10.8 centimeters. I don't know if I told you what the sizes of this basic white is. Basic white is 5 inches by 3 3/8 inches, and that's 12.7 centimeters by 9.5 centimeters. And we're going to center it on the card so that we leave 1/16 of an inch for a border on all 4 sides. Just going to use my scoring tool to get all the glue bubbles out. And we'll glue the inside of the card. And we're going to leave about a 1/4 of an inch for border on all 4 sides. And we'll use that scoring tool again. And there we are with our card. We are done. I hope you liked this project as much as I did. As you can see, there are many combinations of cards you can make using the pre-cut images and the cut apart scenes. Now why don't you give it a try? If you have enjoyed today's video, would you do me 2 favors? Click the thumbs up emoji, which means you like it, and would you share it on social media with your crafting friends and pin it to Pinterest? These actions will help me to keep sharing my ideas with other crafters for free, and I'd really appreciate that. Be sure to hit the subscribe button below so you won't miss any future videos. I want to let you know about our latest promotion. Starting August 5th, select products that feature the new 2025 and 2027 in colors are 15% off. That's a great opportunity to purchase new in color products at a discount, so grab products that you love. Sale includes select inks, cardstocks, designer series paper, embellishments, and other products that include these new in colors. If you have any questions, be sure to contact me. I'm here to help in any way that I can. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. Just reach out to me. If you'd like to place a Stampin' Up! Order or would like a catalog, hop over to my website where you'll find the Shop Now button. To shop with me, you'll need to go to joanheberlein.stampinup.net. Mark your calendars. I'll be back next Sunday, August 17th at 7 p.m. Central Time, and we'll be making another Halloween card. I hope you'll be here to join me. Thanks so much for being here with me tonight. I look forward to next time. Bye for now, and don't forget to subscribe.